tossing in the lobby, show me something, keep it saucing, tell nobody in your city, smoke exotics, spin it slow.
Alrighty, so we're gonna jump right into it. I'm using the Anastasia Dip Brow in Chocolate to fill in my brows. So once I fill them in, I like to take a spoolie just to blend out and fade out the front, just so they look a little bit more natural. And then I'm taking a cream concealer and just shaping them up a bit. To prime my eyes, I went in with the NARS Cream It Radiant Concealer and I just blended it out. I like to use a concealer rather than an eyeshadow primer nowadays because you get a nice blend. And then I just set that with some translucent powder so it's easy for us to blend out later. For our shadow, we're going to go in with the Modern Renaissance palette and I'm using Burnt Orange as our transition color. Then for our crease, we're going to go in with Regar and just make sure you're using windshield wiper motions when buffing this color into your crease. It's going to help with blending out the darker shadows later. To deepen up the crease a little bit, I'm going in with Red Ochre and I'm just using a flat definer fluffy brush just to build that color in our crease. With a smoky eye, you want to go from lightest to darkest and really make sure you get that transition color going in. So once you have that crease color in, you want to go back in a little more with your crease color on top of all three colors. This will help you get a nice easy blend. Then we're going to go in with the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner to create a base for our black shadow. Whenever you're doing a black smoky eye, you want to make sure that you put down a base so that the black shows up super pigmented. And I like to use like a fluffy synthetic brush because it just helps blend out cream so much better. Then I just went in with the Noir Black eyeshadow from Anastasia Beverly Hills. To help with blending, I went in with Cypress Umber, which is like a dark chocolate. And as you can see, once you add that dark chocolate over the black into your crease, it's going to layer over those other shadows and it's going to pretty much make your job easy when it comes to blending. So just make sure you're using windshield wiper motions and circular motions just to buff those colors in, and then just go back and add more black to intensify your look. For our brow bone highlight, I went in with Tempera, and I like to do this last just because you can get that highlight, that brow bone popping without taking away from it, because if you do it first, after all that blending, it will go away. So this way you do it last and then blend out the edges. It is the easiest thing that you will ever learn how to do. Then I did tight line so you don't see any gaps when I add my lashes. This is an easy trick if you don't want to wear liner. And I went in with the Lily Lashes in Tease. For primer, I'm using my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. It is amazing. It smooths out your skin, and this is just my favorite primer of all time. For foundation, I went in with the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Chestnut. To start highlighting, I went in with my MAC Pro Long Wear Concealer in NC45. I haven't been liking a super bright highlight, so this pretty much covered it for me. So just blend this out under your eyes, on your nose, your cupid's bow, your chin, and your forehead. And then you will see how I just went in with a little bit of my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer just to brighten up under my eyes and just the center of my face a little bit more. To set everywhere we highlighted, I'm mixing my Laura Mercier and Ben Nye translucent powder together, and we're just gonna pat this in wherever you highlight it, and make sure you're using a damp sponge. This is going to help so your powder isn't creasy or looking cakey after you wear it all day. Then I went in with another Ben Nye HD cream foundation. This is in the color 10, and I'm just using this to softly cream contour. To set that cream contour, I went in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Deep Dark. This is my favorite way to set a cream contour or to just contour with powder. The powder is a mineralized powder, so it goes on super natural and is so easy to blend. So it's perfect for beginners if you want to learn how to contour using powder. For blush, I went in with my Sigma Cordella Rosa blush and just pat some of this on my cheeks, and then I used another brush to wipe all that excess powder away. So after a dance break, I went in with my MAC Studio Fix Powder in C42. This is the easiest way to get a flawless under eye, is to add a full coverage foundation powder underneath. Then for our lower lash line, we're just repeating the same steps that you did on the top. You want to go in with your crease color, which is the Regar, and then you're going to add a little bit more of the red ochre just to warm up that lower lash line. And then once you have that lower lash line smoked up, you want to take a small definer brush and pack that black shadow along the lash line and then blend it out. This is the easiest way to get a all over smoky eye. Before we add our highlight, we're going to spray our face with a little bit of Fix Plus, and I'm going in with the Kathleen Lights Makeup Geek Highlighter Palette in the color Night Light. This highlight is super pretty. Look at that. Yes, God, honey. And just add these on the high points of your face and just shine bright like a diamond. For lips, I wanted a nude lip, so I went in with my Oak Lip Liner from MAC, which is pretty much a nude on my skin tone. And then I topped it off with a little bit of the Viva Glam 2 MAC lipstick. And this is the finished look. I hope you dolls enjoyed, and make sure you stay tuned until the end.
I hope you dolls learned a lot from this tutorial. Again, I am Yanni Rose, and thank you for watching. Do not forget that this video is a collab with Brittany. So if you haven't already, make sure you check down in the description box below to the link to her channel, and make sure you give her video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like it. And I love you dolls so much. Thank you for inspiring me to do a new background. Make sure you follow me on all my social media. That's Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Tumblr, and Twitter, all at Yanni Rose. And I will see you tomorrow with a new video. I love you dolls.
Giddy up.
Got my face.